Have you ever taken a beautiful photo and wanted to use it on social media, but just were worried someone might go through and steal it? Or you created some artwork and took some product pictures, but you don't want anyone else to use those product pictures for their businesses and things like that? Well, here is my quick hack on watermarking your photos without using Photoshop. My name is Jocelyn Kopak, and I help businesses solve problems, kind of like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now, and what you're going to see is canva.com. Canva.com is a free platform that you can use to create social graphics, presentations, postcards, all kinds of stuff. We're going to pretend we're making something exactly for Instagram today. So we're going to click right here on Instagram post, and it's going to open it up here. Boom, just like that. And it's going to open up a blank post. Now, when you are using something or using Canva to create something like a product photo, you're going to want to do a couple things. The first thing you're going to want to do is go down to elements on the left-hand screen. You're going to click on that. And the reason I want you to do that is right here in this new bar is grids. You're going to want to click on the grid that you like the most. If you open them up, you can say see all. And you can see all the different grids. I like just doing a full grid just like this. And if you click on it, it'll move it right over to your graphic. So once you have that, you're going to go down to uploads, and you're going to want to upload your product photos. Now, I am going to use something that's not really mine, I don't think. Oh yeah, I've got some product photos. Look at that. So here's a product photo I really like, right? I'm going to click on it. It's going to add it over to my graphic. Now, obviously you can see it's not covering the whole screen. Now, the reason I like using this grid is because I can literally just drag this product photo a little bit, and it pops it into the exact size of my graphic. Super easy, drag and drop, right? If it's not in the right spacing, or if you don't like how it fits really well, you can double click, and it opens up your actual photo, so you can drag your photo around to make it look just exactly like you want. So I'm going to drag mine just like this. Perfect. When you're done, click the done button, just like that. Boom, so you have a photo. But now you're worried that somebody might come across that photo and utilize that photo for their own business, or you maybe just want to be sure that this photo ties back to your business. So again, you're going to want to use the upload system, and you're going to want to upload your logo. Now, please be sure your logo is a transparent background PNG. It's going to be incredibly important for this. And what you're going to want, as you can see here, it's got the logo, but it's got nothing in the background. It's transparent, so it's not going to add like a white background to it. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to open it up, right? Now, before I start moving this around and making it the size I want, I'm going to use the effects and filter and adjust up here at the top. And I like my logos to be super bright when I use them as a watermark. So I'm just going to turn up the brightness on this just like this so you can see it. You can also turn it down so it's dark, but I turn it up really bright, and then I turn down my contrast, right? Or turn it up, right? Or you can turn your saturation down, right? Which I actually kind of like that. Beautiful, just something like this would be perfect. Now that I have my logo how I want it, now this is not exactly how I would leave it, but how I want it, right? Now I'm going to resize it so that it fits how I want it to watermark, right? So you can use this little circular thing to spin it, you know, like this, so it goes back and forth on its axis. You can make it smaller or larger by just dragging the corners. And what I'm going to do actually is up here at the top is this transparency filter. So as long as I'm selected to the logo, I can turn my transparency down, right? As you can see, just like that. And so if I'm using a logo and I just want to watermark it, then I can turn my transparency down, and no one else can use that photo because it's my photo. But if I want to use the full transparency, I can. So I'm going to use this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And then it's a perfect watermark. Now, as you can see, I grabbed and dragged it. You don't want to do that. Just Control Z to undo, or there's a little undo button up here at the top. You don't want to do that. Otherwise, it'll put it back into that gallery that you put in there, right? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select it, Oops, I did it again, a little too shaky. Select it, and you're gonna wanna use your up and down arrows on your computer. So as you can see, I'm holding the down arrow and it's moving it. I'm holding the up arrow and it's moving it side to side, right? It does take a little bit of time, but you can get it just right and perfect. So for example, on this photo, let's say I didn't want anyone else to use it. So I'm gonna go up a little bit here, just like this. And move it up right above the cinnamon stick so it looks like it's sitting on the cinnamon stick, right? So I can do something like that. And then I can actually make it bigger or smaller, right? I'm gonna make it smaller because I want it right inside that cookie, let's say, right? And now my photo is watermarked. If you're running into an issue with your specific logo, you can always create something right in Canva, right? You can use either the text button and add text, right? And write in, like this is a little bit of sugar, right? Just like this, type it in, and you can do the exact same thing. You can make it less transparent. You can make the text smaller so it fits a little bit better. And then you can always resize it. And this one you can drag and drop. It will not go into the gallery behind because it's not a photo as well, right? So something simple like that, right? And then you don't have to deal with your logo, but it really depends on what your branding is and everything. Then just go make sure you name it, and you can just hit download. And you can hit download as PNG. I personally like PNGs more than like JPEGs, but it's completely up to you. If you like this and want to redo it with another photo, you can just hit copy page right here. And it duplicates it, and you can add in a different photo into the background. So let me pick a different photo right here. Boom, and you just drag and drop. Again, that's why I like using gallery, because it's really super simple to change out the photos, and your watermarks are still there. So you can always just copy, literally it's this little duplicate guy right here. It says copy page. You just hit it, and it makes a duplicate of it, and then you can put in your next photo, right? It makes it super simple to make sure everything is watermarked the same way. I do recommend moving your watermark around a little bit just to make sure the focal point of your picture is really showing up. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. It shows me that you are enjoying the tutorials I'm giving. And of course, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. And I'd love to see your work, so don't feel bad including links. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Jocelyn, and I'm here to help. Ask all your questions. Okay, bye.